our Pinpoint Weather. Here's a live look down Independence Boulevard in East Charlotte. We've got a couple clouds hanging out over the Charlotte Metro, but will we see any rain in our near future? Our all-seeing eye in the sky, Chief Meteorologist Tara Lane joins us now in our Pinpoint Weather Center. So Tara, it's also feeling pretty cool out there today.
A little bit cooler. We're up into the lower 80s outside of our studios, but really the more noticeable cool down comes in the early morning hours and stepping outside later on tonight. We've had that drier air filtering in. That will allow temperatures to tumble a little more the next couple of mornings. Now, at the same time, as we mentioned, we do have the clouds that are kind of rolling back in after a sunny start this morning. We have some scattered showers and storms off to the south and west. Not a whole lot of rain, really. Most of us are staying nice and dry around here. There could be a couple of sprinkles here and there. There is one little tiny isolated shower just to the west of you all there in Avery County, but the majority of the scattered showers are showing up over the southwest mountains as expected and down through sections of North Georgia as the front is pushing off to the east, and we have a disturbance down through that way, some scattered storms. So most of that staying away from us. Don't worry too much about it. If you have some outside plans out and about later on this evening, just know small chance of a light shower possible going into the night. Otherwise, high pressure is going to be the main player in our weather going into the next couple of days. Temperatures comfortably warm right now with some of that lower humidity filtering in. We've got lower 80s from Lincolnton out through the Queen City points east. We're sitting in the upper 80s in Hickory down through Shelby and mid and upper 60s in the high country. So dew points are lower compared to yesterday. They were still hovering in the mid to upper 60s. Notice how those numbers are only in the 50s to lower 60s in many of our neighborhoods, and even now heading out toward the Sandhills. I was looking at this map about an hour or so ago. We still have those dew point numbers hovering close to 70, so they continue to lower, an indication of that lower level of mugginess on the muggy meter here filtering in that drier air, and so we're getting to be more in that pleasant zone. And as I said, with that, with the drier air and eventually a mostly clear sky in place a little bit later on tonight, there's still some scattered clouds are going to be around, but still temperatures will be allowed to cool back into the upper 50s to lower 60s to start the day tomorrow, and even some chillier spots for you all in the high country, some upper 40s, and the highest elevations will be around 52 heading outside tomorrow morning in Boone and Jefferson. Nice, refreshing 60 in Charlotte up through Concord and lower 60s to the south. So tomorrow, high pressure will give us lots of sunshine. Meantime, that front keeping Hurricane Lee, eventually weakening system offshore as it heads up toward Atlantic Canada and the New England coast. Parts of the Northeast bring them some gusty wind and some of that beach erosion there, some wind damage out that way, and maybe some coastal flooding too. But we will be basking in the sunshine here for the next 2 days. Now, if you're planning your weekend, you're wondering what half of the weekend is going to be the drier half. It's definitely Saturday, because Sunday is when we will see the next front giving us that much higher chance of scattered showers and storms. Notice on Futurecast, as I said, for the remainder of tonight and early tomorrow, it's still possible a little bit of light rain, some sprinkles could affect areas west of I-77, but otherwise we're looking good into Friday. Late Saturday by the evening, there could be a few showers already squeezing in, especially up in the mountains and foothills ahead of that front before the majority of the rain starts to push in Sunday morning. And going into the afternoon, some stronger storms could be possible too. And then it's back to a drier period early next week. So that means it's looking pretty good for that Panthers game kicking off 7:15 on Monday against the Saints. Look at that low temperature by Tuesday morning, back in the 50s.